Hi guys, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. So in today's video, we're going to learn how to cut this beautiful amazing dress as you can see. So if this is what you are interested in, keep watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, okay? So guys, if you're a new subscriber, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. So this is the material I'll be working with. I'll also work with my chalk, my tape and my scissors. These are the items I need at the moment for the cutting of this dress. So I'll just go ahead and fold my material into two. This shouldn't be a new thing for you guys anymore, because you should be aware of how to cut these dresses. This is not my first time posting, and if this is your first time coming across this channel, you're welcome to the class, and just sit down and adapt. Sit down and learn, okay? So we are folding our material into two. This is an off-shoulder dress. Yeah, this is an off-shoulder dress. We're cutting an off-shoulder dress, without a bustier. Yeah, so my material is on fold into two. You fold your material into two, and your measurements are being divided into four as usual. So at this point I minus 6 inches there. Like I said, this is an off-shoulder dress, so I minus 6 inches there. If you want, you can minus 5, you can minus 7, depends on how you want it. So I minus 6 inches and got the full length of the half part of my half length. I got the full length, which is 17. That's what I'll be working with. So in this area, it's an off-shoulder dress. And off-shoulder, it depends on the size of the person you're working for, you're sewing the dress for. So for someone like me, because this is my dress, I measured 7 inches for my off-shoulder dress. On fold, it's 7 inches. So if I should open it up, it will be 14, right? So on fold is 7 inches. For smaller person, for someone that is small size, you can make a 5 or 6. Then after doing that, see how I placed my tape to get my armhole slant, just like this. In case you don't understand what I'm trying to explain, just watch the video and see and understand what I'm doing. Watch the video and understand what I'm doing. So I measured 7 for my shoulder, and then 6 for the slant. Then what I'll be doing now is to insert my bust measurement. I'll insert my waist measurement, which are divided into 4. While cutting, your measurements are being divided into 4. Then when sewing, it's being divided into 2. So I just inserted my bust measurement there with my sewing allowance of 2 inches. If you want, you can make it 3. Depends on the size you want it. Then the waist, this region I'm showing you now is the waist part. You divide it into 4 and insert your sewing allowance, which is 2 inches, 2.5 inches. So after inserting my allowance, my measurements, I noticed that my material was too big. That's the excess part that will be cutting out is too much. I reduced it, and I had to insert all these measurements again, starting from the shoulder, the armhole, the bust, and I had to redo my measurement, which is 7 inches for my shoulder. I slanted it in a slant form. I went down by 6 inches, not 5. For my size, it's 6 inches for the armhole part. So you then mark a slant line like this. Then the next thing you'll be doing is to attach your bust measurements. After attaching your bust measurement, you go down and insert your waist measurement as well. Then you connect the lines. After inserting all your measurements, you cut it out. just the way you see me doing. So I have to cut out that part as well because that's my start line that will be going out. It's not needed for the dress, so I had to cut it out. Quick one for those that might not see it. Here, it's 7. Here, that is here. My round shoe, 7. It depends on the size of the person. It depends on the size of the person you're working with. So 7. And here, you can see in the slant form, I marked 6. This extra allowance, we got it from our bust measurement. This extra allowance you're seeing here, we got it from our bust measurement that gave us this extension. You get. So my bust is 42, divided into 2 is 10, and divided into 4 is 10 and half here. Then my allowance that gave us this added extension. Then my waist here is 38. We divided it into 4, we got our 9 and half, and then we added our allowance. That is just it on how to get this and how to make an off shoulder dress. Okay, this is not a bustier. We're not doing bustier today. I don't want anything padded in this region, so we're just working with this. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to place this material on this one to get the back part of this dress. I'm placing this material on this one to get the back part of the dress. So let me show you how we're going to get it, okay? So this one will be on fold just like the previous, just like the front part of it. The front part of it was on fold. Then this one will also be on fold. The back part will also be on fold, and we'll be having an allowance for the zipper. This part is the zipper allowance. That's what we'll be having here. Of course, this dress will have a dart, but not a bustier dart. Okay, not a bustier. So, trying to range it. Alright, it's equal here, so we are good to go. It's as simple as this. Sewing can be easy, like I usually say in most of my videos. Just pay keen attention to whatever you're doing, to whatever you're being taught, so that you'll be able to learn, grab one or two. It's very easy. Get okay, so let's start. I so much love this material. I like the color. I like so unique, so nice. Let me tell you guys a little bit story on how I got this material. That I went to the market. I wanted to buy something else. Then I decided to greet my customer. And when I went there, he said, "Ah, that is opening bill. Oh. You open bill today. Bill is this OK stuff, Africa stuff, and I don't know how to explain that to you guys. But he said it's going to, for those that understand, those that stays in Nigeria, those that knows what bill is all about. So I decided to wait because I had a little extra to spend that day. So when he opened the bill, because he had his customers there too, other people they were there waiting for him. So when he opened it, I saw this. In fact, I wasn't the first person that saw it. The first lady that picked it, she took, she almost took everything. In fact, we dragged this material that day. I think we were about 4 that have this material, and that's one thing I love about bills. We are not, you won't see it everywhere. You won't see this same color or the same material everywhere. You might see different styles and all of that, but you won't get the same material everywhere. Okay, so I'm done cutting here. I'll be coming in by half an inch to avoid zip bulge. But like I usually say, that zip bulge is by law. Oh. And secondly, it also has to do with the material you're working with. Like for materials that stretches like this, and there's this other material that you can't escape it in most cases you can't escape zip bulge, but we'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it. I think the only place you can escape zip bulge is in Ankara dress and some other good material that has Ankara quality. But any stretchy material like this, you can barely escape zip bulge. So that's it for the back of this dress. The next thing I'll be doing, I'll cut an interface for this and the back as well, because I'm not adding lining to this. I just want it to be stretchy the way you're seeing, so I'm not adding any lining to this dress. Okay, so I'll be cutting an interface for this. We're starting with the front first. Oh, this is the back, sorry. This is the back. Okay, so we have the front. So we are cutting an interface, like what we're using to fold it in. That's what I meant by interface. I don't know what you call it or what you know it as, but I learned, I heard it called on the way they thought it was interface. So that is what I'm doing. I'm cutting an interface. Actually, I make this dress for clients and I love it. Like, I love the way it looks on me because I tasted it, I tried it on, I fitted the dress. Let me speak. Let me know. I tasted it. It wasn't food, man. So I tried it on and it was wow, it was superb. I decided to make something similar for myself. You know, now as a fashion designer, you need to look good steadily. You need to always look good. You need to, so this is what I made. Also, it's use it to turn it up, or rather turn it in. I wanted to use this part for the sleeves, so but I felt it won't give me that. It won't really give me what I want, so I now decided to use it as this interface. As you can see, interface. As you can see, don't mind me, oh, it can be so playful at times. So just bear with me. You know, learning is fun. We are playing. That's how you play and teach somebody. They will grab it. You don't have to be mean to be a teacher. No. In fact, being mean as a teacher, ooh, you're not doing the students any good. Yeah, if you're mean, nobody wants to listen to you. Even if they are listening to you, they are doing that out of fear. They are doing that out of fear, not because they really want to listen to you. And when you're free, tutoring them, gisting with them, you see that this teaching thing is not that difficult to. It just depends on how you do your own thing. Okay. So this video, I don't want it to be that long. Highest should be 20 minutes. And please try to watch my videos to the end. If you really, what am I listening please? If you really want to learn, watch videos to the end. I'm opening this part because you know the back is unfold and it's opened as well. So one for this part and one for the other part. So we are done with anything that has to do with up here. We are done with anything that has to do with up here. So we're going over to the down part. Like you saw the picture of this dress earlier. I've not worn it yet though, but I'm just trying to do something. You saw the picture of it earlier, right? So it has two steps down, you know. So I'm done with everything that has to do with this part. We are going over to the down part and then my sleeves. I'm here to decide on the kind of sleeves I want, but maybe while cutting, the inspiration will come from there. Okay. So guys, I'll be using this part for my sleeve area. It's on fold actually. So I'll be using this part for my sleeve area. So let's just measure the length and see what is what the length is all about. Then I was deciding if I should make a long sleeve or short sleeve, but I just want something that will be nice. So I really did not conclude on what to have. But let's just work with what I'm working with right now. So I minus 6. You remember we minus 6 for that dress. So here is also minus, and this is my actual length for the dress for the sleeve, which is like 25 and a half. 25 and a half for the sleeves. Maybe it might end up being here or here, but I might drag it up to be here. I want it to be here though. So here, and you might also it can be a shoulder dress, it can be an off shoulder dress. Depends on what you want it. You know this kind of dress that you just saw it earlier, right? Okay. So now, what I'll be doing now to get um my sleeves. these parts are not equal, but it doesn't matter because I'll still have to level it up when I get to that part. So here is going to be gathered and the down part will also be gathered. So what I'll be doing now is to get my one of my dress. I'm using the back here. I'll just place it here. I'll just place it like this to cut out this part. I'll just place this side here. Do you know that? Okay, this once cutting this dress, make sure as a beginner, make sure you know you put a notch to be able to differentiate the up part and like to be able to differentiate which one is the up and which one is the side. Like now I'm getting a bit confused, but I can't because I'm already used to this. So what I'll just do is this. Remember, I know what I got here. I know what I used here. So this is my up part. Whenever you cut your dress, an off shoulder dress that has this kind of sleeve, because at times you might be confused if it's this side or if it's this side. After cutting it, immediately make a notch at this part. Make a notch here. So you won't use this side. You won't use this side for your shoulder. If not, here back up. Just like if I this person do same. So I'll just place this one to notch it as well. So let me see if I can get the back, if I can get the top, the up part. Okay, so I got the up part, so I'll be notching this one as well. So whenever you're doing this, remember to notch it though. If not that I'm already used to this, I would have just made a blender, a mistake that would cost me my dress. So this is it. So this is what I'll be cutting out because I already have this part. So I'll be cutting this out. I will even make it like oh, let me not start here. Let me just follow this line here because I want it to be more fuller, like to be full. So this is it. Then here I'll just shape it. Now as you can see, this down part is not equal, but I'm going to equal it now. I'm going to equal it now. I'm going to equal it now. Ah. Ooh, they just brought the light. I don't know what's wrong. Recently, we've not been having light in my streets. How we used to. We've not been having light like how we used to. But as well, I'm slanting this area. Like I want it to be a kind of flake. So this is it. You can see this part is not equal, so we're going to equal it. Just adjust everything before going ahead to cut it. I don't know if I would say my scissors is now blunt or what. So let me see how many measurements we have left. 26. Okay, still fine. So this is it for this part. This is everything that has to do with the front, and hopefully I'm making this dress today because I need to post this video on Friday or Saturday. Try to watch it. So this is what we have left for the down part. Let me see how many yards we have left for this down part. You know it's going to be a two-step, two is it two-step they call it or what? 1 yard, 2 yards. So we have a yard and half, or a yard and half. Yeah. So now we're going to cut the upper part first. The upper part, just what you're seeing right now, we're cutting the upper part and then the second part. And this is the material we'll be using for the up and the down part. Okay, so let me show you how to get it. It is very simple. Sewing can be very easy as far as your mind, as far as, you just see what I noticed here now. This place is not, is in slant. Oh my god. And these are things that ruin the dress. Oh. When you're putting your material on fold, make sure that they are both equal. If not, you just get what you ordered versus what you got. So make sure they are both equal, and then you fold it like this, because they're going to be in two. It's going to be in two. Like, we'll make it longer, that's why it's in two. I'll join this at the other end, so to be in two. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing, sister and brother. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing here. So now we'll be minusing our half length, the half length of the upper part. So I got the full length of those dress I'll be working with should be 45. Let me see. Should be 45. I want a dress I can wear to church. Yeah, 45. So we're minusing our full length, and then the 45 we'll be working with, we have the down part will be like 10 or 5 inches. Let me see. If I should make here 35, so what I'll be adding at the down part will be, let's count it together: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. And you know that the down part is going to have some ruffles, or just exactly what you saw is what we're making, and this is how we made it. Okay, so we had 10, right? We counted 10. I'll be adding extra 2 inches to it to make it 12, right? Okay, so this part will be enough for the 12, and it will still have some left over. So after folding it like this, we just have to cut it. So we cut open this side. So this is it. This is the length of one. Then I'll be sewing it here. I'll be sewing this place so that this thing will be very long. So that so that my so that my gather will be very full. That's why I cut it like this in two pieces. Now tell me, is this thing not easy? Are you enjoying or not enjoying this video? Are you liking this video? Please try to like my videos, give it a thumbs up. It's not easy to make videos. Content creating is not easy at all. At all. They will do it for the passion. Then the reward is the money that comes along. But we started with the passion, then money follows. So this is for the second part, like I said earlier when I was cutting the upper part. So this is for the second part, and we got, what was the number we measured, the length we got for this down part. Let me just give you time to guess, to know if you're following. Yeah, you're right, 12. So as you can see, it's unfold, right? So I'm going to do it like this. You can see how I fold it. So let me measure it to know if it's up to that 12 I want to work with. This is 11, so we're going to make it 12. Do you know that the down part, this down part is supposed to be longer than this up part? If we are using 2 piece for the up part, because of the gather, we are to use 3 piece for the down part, so that when you pleat it on top of the gather, on top of the first one, it will be enough to go round it. Because you can't use two equal materials for a gathered dress, just the one we're making right now. You can't use two equal material for them. But what I'll be doing in this case, because I don't have much material left, I'll be adding this one to it. This down part just needs to be longer than the first part, so I'll be adding this to this down part, so it will be longer and be up to this first part. And as well, the pleating might not be that much, it might not be that full, because I'm adding it here, and because I don't have up to this full length I have for this one, so the pleating might not be that full, but trust me, it's still going to look nice. So let me cut it. Let me take the measurements and be sure that we already have 12. Okay. Wow. So all these things are 12. All these things are 12. I don't know. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Oh, I'm shocked. Okay, we have 12. We have 12 now. So we're just going to cut it off right now. Let me adjust this video so I'll be able to cut. I'll start cutting this. So I just finished cutting the extra material I said I'll be adding to this to elongate it, to make it more long. My phone stopped recording at some point and I wasn't aware of it, but we didn't miss much though, because I just went ahead to cut it. So that's the part we really missed, which is not like we missed any big deal there. We didn't miss any big thing there. So this is it. I'll just add these materials. I'll add them up and I will show you how I sew this. I don't think I might not be talking in my next video on how to join it. I might just be using signs like I'll sew from here to here, or I might still talk depending on. Okay, I'll just do a voiceover for it because my girl might be here soon, and maybe I might have 1 or 2 customers here, so I might not be talking just directly the way I am doing right now. So maybe I might just do a voice over for the sewing part. But that is all for this for the cutting of those dress. So we'll just go ahead to the sewing part, which will be later, but still in this video. All right, guys. So guys, this is the first part of the down part. This is the first part, the upper part of the down area. This is it here. I just joined it here, it's into two. I joined it here. Then the next thing I'll be doing now is to pleat pleat on it. I'll be using this second part. I'll be using this second part to pleat on top of the first part here. Now, if you have a locking machine, a weaving machine close to you, you can lock it first. You need to lock here. You need to weave here first before weaving on top, before pleating on top of this material. But if you don't have a weaving machine, you just pleat it and then later. So I'll be plating this on top of the first one. This is the second part. So let me start the plating.
Then what is this? This is a fish. It is a fish. Which one is this fish? Yes.
So after plating on this first one, I went ahead to plait the waist part also. After pleating, you take your measurement to make sure it's your waist measurement or the waist of the person you're working with. Make sure is that if it's not up to, you losing the pleats. But if it's up to, it's fine. If it's more than, it's also fine. You can make more gathered. So this is it. So now we'll go over to the next one, which is the upper part. So this is the front part of my upper part. I'll be using my interface to turn it. I'll be using my interface to turn it, and then I'll top stitch. I'll do the same at the back. Then I'll go over to fixing of my elastic band. I'll show you guys when I'm about doing that for the hand. But first of all, let's do this one. So this is where I was inserting my dart measurement for the front part of my dress. I went ahead to insert my dart measurement at the front, and at the back part I went in by 4.5. That measurement is being divided into two, just like your bustier. When you divide your bustier, that is how you get your dart measurement. Then you go ahead and sew it. So that's what I'm doing at this point. I'm inserting my dart measurement. After inserting my dart measurement, I'll go ahead and sew it. So at this point, I'm already done with my that with the upper part. So here is our sleeve part. What I'll be doing here now is to bring my elastic band and my nail to insert my elastic band through that space I made for my elastic for the part where my elastic will pass through. This is where my elastic will pass through. So this is how I usually insert my elastic band. This elastic band is going to be both at the shoulder part of the hand and the down part of the hand. That is my sleeve, my round sleeve measurement of the sleeves. So it's going to be up and down. So this is me inserting my elastic band through the space I created for it. So at this point, I was already done inserting my elastic band measurement. Like, this video is taking long. Like, so now I'm sewing it. See how I'm attaching it. I'm sewing it to the top, to the upper part. That is the sleeve part. See it. That's what I'm doing now. I don't know if you can get this clearly. So I am done sewing it. I just attached my sleeves. The next thing I'll do is to attach the down part of this gown, and that is it for this video. After attaching my down part, I've closed the sides as well. After attaching my down part, I'll also insert my zip. So the full gown of this dress, I'll be wearing it. I'll be putting the video in my YouTube shorts, so you can go there and see how it looks on me. It is very nice. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch more of my videos, keep liking, keep sharing. If there's any particular video you want me to make for you, you can put it down in the comment section and I will do right that. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Okay, try to share, like, and subscribe. Bye.